The Lost Kingdom of Everwood. Lena was no ordinary girl. She was curious, brave, and loved solving mysteries. She lived in a quiet village near the great Everwood forest, where people often told stories of a lost kingdom hidden deep inside. Some believed it was filled with golden treasures, while others whispered about magical creatures guarding it. One afternoon, as Lena explored her grandfather's attic, she found something strange, an old, dusty map with golden edges. The map showed a path leading straight into Everwood Forest, marked with a red X. Could this be the way to the Lost Kingdom? Lena wondered. Excited, she showed the map to her best friend, Oliver. He was always ready for an adventure. "We have to follow this map," he said. Early the next morning, Lena and Oliver packed their bags with food, a lantern, and a small knife for protection. As they stepped into Everwood Forest, they noticed how tall the trees were, blocking most of the sunlight. Strange sounds echoed around them, rustling leaves, hooting owls, and the distant howl of a wolf. "Are you sure this is a good idea?" Oliver whispered. Lena grinned. "Of course. Think of the treasure." As they walked, the path became narrow, and soon, they reached a wide river with no bridge. "The map shows a bridge here," Oliver said, confused. Lena spotted an old rope tied between two trees. "We can cross using this," she suggested. Carefully, they grabbed onto the rope and swung across. Oliver almost fell, but Lena caught his hand just in time. "That was close," he gasped. Deeper into the forest, they met a beautiful white owl sitting on a branch. To their surprise, it spoke. "Turn back, young travelers, for danger lies ahead," the owl warned. "But we have to find the Lost Kingdom," Lena insisted. The owl sighed. "Then take this," he said, dropping a small golden feather. "It will help you in times of trouble." Lena tucked the feather into her pocket, and they continued their journey. Soon, they came across a bright red fox with clever eyes. "Looking for the Lost Kingdom, are we?" the fox smirked. "Yes," Oliver said. "Do you know the way?" The fox nodded. "Indeed, but I require something in return." Lena hesitated. "What do you want?" "The golden feather," the fox replied. Lena remembered the owl's words. The feather was important. "No deal," she said firmly. The fox's eyes narrowed. "Clever girl," he said before vanishing into thin air. Following the map, Lena and Oliver reached a large stone wall, covered in vines. "The kingdom must be behind this," Oliver exclaimed. Lena noticed an owl-shaped carving on the wall. "Maybe the feather is the key." She placed the golden feather into the carving, and with a loud rumble, the wall opened. They stepped through and gasped. Beyond the wall lay a magnificent kingdom, but it was silent and empty. Overgrown gardens, broken fountains, and tall towers covered in ivy stretched before them. "It looks abandoned," Oliver whispered. Then, they heard a soft voice. "You have found the Lost Kingdom of Everwood." Turning around, they saw a beautiful woman in a golden gown. "Who are you?" Lena asked. "I am Queen Seraphina, the last ruler of Everwood," she said sadly. She explained that long ago, Everwood was a land of magic and prosperity, but a greedy king from a distant land cast a spell, putting the kingdom into a deep sleep. Only 2 brave adventurers with pure hearts could break the spell. "How do we break the spell?" Oliver asked. "You must light the eternal flame in the castle's heart," Seraphina explained. "But beware, the path is filled with illusions." As they entered the castle, the walls shifted and twisted, making them dizzy. Suddenly, they saw 2 paths ahead. "This is a trick," Lena realized. She closed her eyes and followed her heart. Oliver followed, and the illusion vanished. Finally, they reached a grand hall with a cold, unlit fire pit. Above it, golden letters read, "Only a gift of true kindness can relight the flame." Lena thought for a moment, then took out the golden feather and placed it in the fire pit. A bright golden light filled the room as the eternal flame reignited. With a loud whoosh, the kingdom came to life. The gardens bloomed, fountains flowed, and people woke up, looking around in surprise. Queen Seraphina smiled. "You have broken the curse." The people of Everwood cheered and celebrated. The queen rewarded Lena and Oliver with magical pendants that would guide them in times of need. "Will we ever see you again?" Oliver asked. "Everwood will always be here," Seraphina said, "and so will your courage and kindness." Lena and Oliver returned home as heroes, their hearts full of adventure. Though they didn't find gold, they discovered something far greater, the power of bravery, friendship, and kindness. And so, the lost kingdom of Everwood was no longer lost, all thanks to two young adventurers who dared to believe in magic.